nice and easy. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing okay this morning. It's been a really difficult week. There's no doubt about it. And we're in for a few more difficult days ahead, difficult weeks ahead. And I think that we are at the start of something pretty big. And during times like this, it's easy to get caught up in the unknown, to be a bit afraid of what we don't know. I've certainly been there a few times this week. My day job had a very difficult week. I think many people's day jobs had a difficult week. People's lives are in a pretty scary place right now. And there's definitely a feeling of panic. If you were out this morning and experienced anything like I experienced, there's nobody on the streets. That's good. We're taking the advice we can and doing the best that we can. I feel very grateful to be working for Jana for Inhale, and for the very difficult choice that had to be made to postpone and cancel classes for the next couple of weeks, group classes for the next couple of weeks. But in the meantime, we're going to try something a little bit new and share some of the practices that might help continue to unite us in community, even if we can't be together physically for a little while. This is a meditation. It's a meditation that if you've practiced with me, you've definitely heard. It feels like the right time to share it. And if this is new to you, you'll find this to be potentially a little bit of a difficult meditation, but I find it to be very potent. Right now, the world is all in the same scary situation that we personally are in. Just take a moment to consider that. Every single person on this planet is feeling similar things to what you are feeling right now. Your neighbor is not different from you. An individual in Italy, where this is particularly bad right now, not different from you. Someone in China, not that different from you. Regardless of where we are united. We are pulled together by this one earth. The teacher who has been the most influential to me, Jillian Bransky, offered this meditation the first time that I worked with her. And it's been the meditation that has really unified the practice that I share every time I sit in front of you in a studio. So we're going to work on it with a seated meditation. You can also do this standing. You can do this washing your hands. This is actually a great wash your hands meditation because I assure you, you will wash your hands for more than 20 seconds. You can do this sitting in the car. It is very powerful. So wherever you are right now, why don't you settle in? Find a comfortable seat. And if it's comfortable to you, you can close your eyes. If you're like me and have a pet who is perhaps happy that you're home right now, maybe they'll settle in with you. Isn't that right, Oliver? Good boy. So when you find your comfortable seat, I don't mind what the seat looks like. It's anything that's comfortable for you. So you can be seated on the sofa, you can be seated on the floor, you can be seated in a chair. You can lie on your back, but if you lie down, please try not to fall asleep. We call that sleeping, not meditating. Soften your gaze. Maybe close your eyes. Begin to feel your breath, your inhales and your exhales. In a moment of silence, you may immediately hear some voices inside of your head that want to tell you something, anything. Give yourself an opportunity to know that they're there. They're probably not going to go away. But for the time being, when those voices arrive, just tell them they can wait. It can happen later, right now. Feel your seat, feel yourself connected to the earth, and feel your breath as it rises and falls. Notice if there's any place in your body where there's some extra effort to keep yourself seated. And give your entire weight over to the support that's beneath you. If you were seated in sand, if you were on the beach, you'd make a larger seat print in the sand because you'd trust the ground to hold you so much that you give your whole weight over to the ground. Notice what shifts in your body when you trust the ground under you. Grow a little bit taller through your spine. Feel your breath in your belly, in your chest, if it helps. Hands on torso, right and left, wherever makes sense. And notice if your shoulders are up into your ears. Draw your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Create some space at your neck. Release your bottom jaw from your top jaw. Teeth are separated. Soften the forehead, the corners of your eyes. And allow yourself to breathe in and out. See if you can match your inhale to your exhale. Whatever that means. If you're inhaling to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4. If you're inhaling to the count of 6, exhale to the count of 6. And allow that evenness and your connection to the ground to draw you into this moment. The meditation that we are going to utilize today is a loving kindness meditation, in which we begin to offer our loving kindness to every soul on the earth. We'll do so systematically. So as you begin to sit here, I'd like to ask you to draw to mind someone whom you love. Whoever popped to mind, that's the person, or the dog. Begin to feel the way you would feel if you were sitting right across from that person who came to mind. There's no right, there's no wrong. Don't worry about who it was. That's the person you're working with right now. And as you experience the feelings that arrive because that person is in your vicinity, maybe you find a smile on your lips. Let your shoulders draw down your back. I'd like you to look that person right in the eye. And for this individual with the entirety of your heart, your soul, your strength. Don't worry about how, but wish that person these things. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. And may you be at peace. Breathe for a few moments with the presence, the idea of that presence right here with you. Good. And then gently allow the idea of that soul drift away, perhaps offering them a nod, a hug, a kiss, but with those intentions, sending them off. Coming back to your seat, coming back to your breath, noticing any shifts in the way you feel. Shoulders away from ears, jaw soft, facial features nice and relaxed. Feeling the ground beneath you. Next, beginning to draw to mind the idea of someone with whom you have no strong attachment. Maybe someone you see on the street every few days. Someone who you wouldn't really call friend, but you really wouldn't call foe. Someone in the middle ground. Whoever that is, whoever popped to mind, bring that person to your mind. There's no right, there's no wrong, that's the perfect person to utilize here. Sit across from them, look into their eyes. With all of your heart, soul, and strength, wish that person the same inalienable rights you wished your loved one. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. And may you be at peace. Sit for a moment in that presence. Good. And then allow that presence to drift away. Come back to your seat, come back to your breath. Soft features through the face, gentle through the shoulders. Jaw slack. Next, I invite you to draw to mind someone with whom you have a complicated relationship, personal or bigger picture. Maybe some would call it an enemy. Bring that person into your purview. Imagine what it would be like to be seated right across from them. Notice what might have shifted in your own energy. recognize that that person wishes nothing else than the same thing as those other two people that we brought to mind already. And with the entirety of your heart, your soul, your strength, look them in the eye. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. And may you be at peace. Recognize the feelings that might be arising. Try not to dwell on them, just notice. Good. And then let that energy, that soul, drift away. Return to yourself, seated just as you are. Notice your connection to the ground. Notice your connection to your breath. Feel your breath rising and falling through your torso. Feel your shoulders drifting away from your ears. Feel the softness in your face. Jaw soft. Allowing yourself to feel just as you feel. If you feel well, maybe taking a moment to feel grateful that you feel well. If you feel anxious or stressed, allowing yourself to feel anxious or stressed. If you feel physically sick, allowing yourself to feel sick. The energy that we spend wishing that something in there could be different may be better spent creating some space for feeling whatever it is you're feeling. So see yourself just as you are. And as you see yourself just as you are, find a smile on your lips. And to yourself, wish yourself those same inalienable rights. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be well. May I be at peace. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be well. May I be at peace. Just take a breath to notice how that feels. Notice the chatter in your brain. Maybe it's still there, very loud. Maybe it's softened. Just notice. Notice the breath in your torso, your throat, your mouth, your nose. Notice your connection to the ground. Let your gaze come down towards the ground, whether your eyes are opened or closed. Shoulders stay soft. And when you feel ready, you can blink your eyes open. Bring your gaze back to the horizon. Can allow yourself to return to these ideas: happiness, safety, wellness, peace, or ease, as often as you like throughout the day. Like I said, washing your hands, great time to wish yourself and the entire world those items. They are inalienable rights. They are what everybody wants to experience. So when we offer ourselves and the world this loving kindness, we perhaps can begin to shift some energy. We can make conscious decisions to do the best we can, which is all we could ever do. To anyone who is watching, know that I wish these things so much for you. And I'm going to be back this weekend with some more practices that may help as you're potentially stuck at home or stuck at home more often than you like to be. So watch out for some opportunities to practice some movement with me. I'm going to record a restorative practice that you can do in your bed. So those things are to come. But for now, to all of you, I wish you nothing more than what I wish everyone else. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. And may you be at peace. Go do good things today. Wash your hands. Don't panic. Feel your breath. Feel your seat. And we're all in this together. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Namaste.